Video. My name is Rocky Smith. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience with CJC 1295 with DAC versus CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. Now, I myself have been on the DAC version for about five weeks. I've taken the Ipamorelin version, and I recommend all my clients to take the Ipamorelin version. Now, the first 4 weeks, I've gained about 14 pounds. I don't know how much of that is muscle, but I don't know if you guys can see. There ain't like a bunch of fat on me. There's not a bunch of fat on me. I have put on about 12, 13 pounds in the last few weeks. Now, I want to talk about my experience from week 1. So when I first started using CJC 1295, I decided to be a little daring on the dosage side, and I did 2.5 milligrams twice a week. And the standard dose is usually like 1. Okay, but I decided that I'd push that, and really no regrets there. But here's my experience whenever I injected it, and here's my experience still. I just did 1.5 milligrams yesterday, and my experience was still the same. Now, with the CJC 1295 with DAC version, DAC stands for Drug Affinity Complex, for those of you who don't know, and that basically extends the half-life of it. So instead of my growth hormone being spiked for 20 or 30 minutes with Ipamorelin, the DAC version extends that to 6 to 8 days. So about a week of elevated growth levels. So when I first injected it, it was a little tender at the injection site. And then everything got hot. My head started boiling. It was my head was just literally on fire. My neck started feeling like it was stretching. Like my neck started getting bigger, and my throat started getting tighter. So I'm thinking that I'm going to choke. I go outside, get some water. And the biggest thing whenever you're taking supplements and, things start to go left, it's easy to get in your head. And a lot of the time things aren't just going left, things are just working. It's easy to get in your head, but you have to stay calm. So that's what I did. I went outside, got some water. It's kind of cold out here and kind of chilly. So that kind of helped cool me down. My neck was throbbing for maybe about probably about 5 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes, my neck was throbbing. Then the throbbing went away. Immediately after the throbbing went away, I just got this like crazy pump in my heart. My heart just started thumping. It was just beating way faster than normal, which again was still scary. So I just walked it out, remained calm, drank water. And then that went away. Again, another 5 to 7 minutes, the heart thumping went away. Good. And then after that, I had like blurred vision. I blurred eyesight. My eyesight was like a little blurred. That had lasted for 5 minutes. And then after that, I was good. And then I was actually hungry right after that. But that was my experience right then and there. Now, the first 2 days after using it was cool. One thing that I did notice is the second and third night was whenever my sleep started being impacted. So when you read up on CJC 1295 with that, you don't really talk about how your REM sleep's going to be disturbed. So if you didn't know, you have a few different stages when it comes to sleeping. You have a few. Sorry, I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, when it comes to sleeping, you have sleeping stages. And while you can get a full 8 hours of sleep, you can still not hit all of those sleep stages. Whereas in a 4 hours of sleep, you can hit all those sleep stages and you can operate just fine. So the CJC 1295 with that version disturbs your REM sleep, and it can also give you nightmares and dreams. And I'm not someone that has dreams. I don't dream. Just not how my body operates. I sleep, I work, I sleep, I wake up, I work, I sleep. That's literally what I do. I don't have dreams, but I've been having dreams on CJC 1295 with DAC. And there's like this overhead, like this cloud over my head right before I go to sleep, where I can't go to sleep, where I feel like the drug is almost essentially trying to pull me to sleep. So that's one of the things that I've definitely noticed with it. I have been hungrier. I have been eating a whole lot more, and I'm not going to say that it's just that, because here's the thing: your growth hormone, a boosted growth hormone, is just going to make you eat more because your body wants to grow. And it's also supposed to help you sleep better too, but not the DAC version. Okay, so I actually just put my client Stedman on on the Ipamorelin version. He's going to be using it 5 days on, 2 days off, 5 days, 2 to 3 hours right before he goes to bed. We start him off at a pretty light dose. We start him at 0.25 milligrams, super low dose. Right before bed, no carbs right before bed. And then he has a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, if he wants to let loose a little bit, just to give him that time. But again, my experiences with the Ipamorelin version was marvelous, was spectacular. Now, the reason why I went the DAC version is I wanted to push the boundaries a little bit, which is also why I pushed the dose a little harder than what the standard dosage is. But yeah, that's been my experience. 4 or 5 weeks in. Once I finish, I'm going to go to about 10 weeks. You never want to overdo it with CJC 1295. I always recommend about 10 to 12 weeks. Then you get off of it. One of the biggest things is you want to give your receptors time to kind of recover. The longer you're on it, the more desensitized your body becomes becomes to said peptide. So I'm going to be doing that for 12 weeks. I'm stacking a few things, like I said, MK677, a few other peptides to help me build more muscle, put on more mass. And then around the 10-week mark, we're going to be getting ready to shred down, probably around the 12-week mark. I think I'm going to bulk for another 2 weeks without any peptides, give all my receptors time to reset, and then I'm going to go the Retta route and start shredding down. And I haven't shredded with Retta yet, but I'm excited for this. I've shredded with plenty of bodybuilding protocols. I've done tons of cardio. I've done it. Okay, so I'm excited to venture into the Retta route. A little nervous, but still excited, just because it's different. I don't really have as much control, whereas the Retta has pretty much all the control. Is going to rip all the fat off of me regardless anyway. But I am excited to not have to do 2 hours of cardio to try to get lean again. But yeah, that was my experience. I just want to share that with you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, feel free to DM me. And yeah, you guys have a good one.